What's cracking, Jack? You are in the jungle. 14 games in Major League Baseball, Tuesday, September 2nd. I've got a bet for every single one of them right here, right now. Greetings, everybody. Welcome back to the show. And if you're joining us for the first time, welcome to the jungle. We're going to break down every single game on the slate Tuesday in Major League Baseball and come up with the best bet for each and every one of them. And I'm going to leave two links in the comments section for you. The first link is to my $5 favorite play of the day. And for just $5 and no further obligation, just a finner, you get my favorite bet of the day text right to your phone. The play on Monday was the Boston Red Sox -1. We cashed it. Congratulations to all who tailed. The second link is to become a Jungle member. And for as little as 55 cents a day, you can become a Jungle member, get my entire betting card text to your phone every single morning, access to our members-only Discord, and a direct line to me if you'd like me to opine on any other bet that you are considering placing. We have your free weekly trial. Take it for a test spin and see if it's for you. Today's video is brought to you by Outlier.bet, the top name in sports betting research, and by Red Lobster, now offering tableside foot massages from the cast of CSI Los Angeles at participating locations. First game we're looking at, Dodgers at the Pirates. Clayton Kershaw going for Los Angeles. It's a bullpen game for the Pirates with Carmen Mlodzinski as the opener. Now they'll go 3 or 4 innings, then I'll turn the ball over to a bullpen that I currently ranked 14th. I have ranked 14th at the moment. It's important to understand with my bullpen rankings, these are snapshot rankings. So I rank the bullpens as they are with teams going up against them that day or when I'm breaking these videos down. It's their bullpen at the current moment. And that takes into consideration season-long performance, current form over the last week, fatigue, and availability of high-leverage arms. Kershaw for the Dodgers has been good. He's 9-2 with a 3.06 ERA and a whip of 1.15. The Dodgers bullpen are currently hovering 12th at the moment. They have an ERA of 4.60 over the last 7 days, but with a low fatigue rate. The difference in offensive capabilities here that the Dodgers possess, I'm surprised that the line of -1.5 is as inexpensive as it is. You can get Los Angeles -1.5 runs for around -110 on most books, and that's the play here. Dodgers -1.5 on the road. Mets at Detroit. Noel McLean going for the Metropolitans. No official starter yet for the Tigers. McLean has been as advertised for the Mets so far. In just 3 starts, he's 3-0 with an ERA of 0.89, a sub-1 ERA, and a whip of 0.69 and 21 strikeouts. The Mets should be able to back him up with their bats as well. The Mets are batting .301 over their last 7 games, third best in baseball. New York is playing meaningful ball at the moment and jockeying for playoff positioning. The Tigers have all but wrapped up the AL Central and are a bit less motivated for this game. I can see them really managing their starters, their bullpen, everything, just getting ready for the playoffs. The play in this game is the Mets on the money line. Toronto at Cincinnati. Jose Barrios, La Máquina, the machine, they call him, going for the Blue Jays. Nick Lodolo for the Big Red Machine. Now, Barrios is best described by me as a little above average, but Toronto does tend to win when he takes the heel. They've won 10 of Barrios' last 12 starts. Lodolo's been good too. He's 8-7 with an ERA of 3.22 and a whip of just 1.04. That's very good. The Reds bullpen currently ranked 20th at the moment. I have the Blue Jays at 25th. The Blue Jays bullpen has been difficult to trust as of recent. Offensively, Toronto holds the edge with a .291 average over their last 7 games compared to the Reds' .238. And Toronto holds the power edge as well. The Blue Jays not only have the best average throughout the entire year in baseball, but they're top 10 in slugging. The Reds are bottom 8 in slugging. Blue Jays sitting for a great price on the money line. Most books have it around -105. And the slight bullpen edge that Cincinnati possesses isn't enough to push them over the edge for me to take them over the Blue Jays and their offensive capabilities in a push with the pitching matchup. Give me the Blue Jays on the money line. Cleveland at Boston, Slade Cecconi going for the Guardians, Garrett Crochet for the Red Sox. Cecconi has allowed 15 earned runs in his last 4 starts, and Crochet, as we know, is one of the best pitchers in baseball. The Red Sox are a top 5 offensive team. The Guardians have the lowest average in baseball this season. It's too expensive to back Boston to win this game in any capacity. So the play here is either going to be the Guardians team total First 3 innings, under 0.5 runs, and if your book doesn't offer that, take Garrett Crochet to record a win. Marlins at Washington, rookie Adam Mazur going for Miami, and rookie Kate Cavalli going for the Nationals. Both have had less than stellar starts to their career, and the reason they're starting these games isn't because they're great or should be in the rotation, but because they're trying to get both these guys experience for next season. As bad as the Nationals' bullpen has been throughout the year, they're in a lot better shape at the moment than the Marlins' bullpen is. Nationals have an ERA of just 2.66 over their last 7 days, where the Marlins have a bullpen ERA of 6.33. The Marlins also have a higher fatigue rate and less availability of their high-leverage arms. Miami's batting .265, though, over the last 7 games to the Nationals, just .222. The Marlins are 5-5 in their last 10 games. The Nationals are 2-8. I think the Marlins hold the edge here for a price of around even money. I would expect this to be minus 115 for the Marlins, at which I might not take it, but it's sitting around plus 100 on most books. I think that's the play here. Miami on the money line. Seattle at Tampa Bay, a great pitching matchup. Brian Wu versus Drew Rasmussen. Wu has a whip under 1 on the year. One of the few pitchers to have a whip under 1. It's considered elite. But so does Rasmussen. Rasmussen has a whip over 1, but the Rays haven't backed him up recently with their bats. They've lost 3 of his last 4 starts, including a game against these Mariners against Brian Wu August 8th. The Rays' bullpen is in better current form, but they have a high fatigue rate. They're taxed. The Rays have a fatigue rate, according to my ratings, of 9.1 out of 10 over the last 7 days. They've worked 23 2/3 innings over the last week. That's a ton for any bullpen. The Mariners' offense possesses much more firepower as well, and their bats have woken up after their cold streak. The play in this game is Seattle on the money line. Angels at the Royals. No official starter yet for Los Angeles. Michael Lorenzen going for Kansas City. The Angels are playing meaningless baseball at the moment. What was once a mild threat to make the playoffs has turned into a typical Angels season. They're batting just .181 as a team over the last 7 games, second lowest in baseball to only the Guardians. The Royals are just 2.5 games out of a wild card spot, playing meaningful ball, and I have their bullpen with a snapshot, current ranking, number 1 in baseball, an ERA of 0.45 over their last 7 days. Michael Lorenzen is also a decent option for them to start this game. I like Kansas City on the money line. Atlanta at Chicago. Joey Wentz going for the Braves. Shota Imanaga going for the Cubs. When Wentz has faced powerful offenses, he's struggled. He allowed 5 earned runs to the Brewers and 6 to the Mets recently. But when he faces offenses that are less than stellar, he's been good. He allowed 1 earned run to the Marlins, 1 to the Guardians, and another just 1 to the Marlins. That's his last 5 games. And although the Cubs haven't been super hot offensively, they're still one of the best offenses in baseball. And I think that they're going to have a good day against Wentz. The Cubs' bullpen's also in better form than Atlanta's at the moment. They have an ERA, of 6.75 over the last week, which isn't good, but a very low fatigue rate. The Braves have an ERA of 6.61 over their last 7 games, but a high fatigue factor, 8.1 out of 10. A meaningful game for the Cubs, not for the Braves. The Cubs hold the edge in every way in this game. But we don't take home teams on the run line, and the money line is too expensive. The play here is the Cubs on the alternate line of -1. That way, if they win by 1, you don't lose, you push. White Sox at Minnesota. Davis Martin going for Chicago. Simeon, Woods, Richardson for the Twins. Both these pitchers have been borderline serviceable at best this season. And I have their bullpens currently ranked 29th and 30th, second last and last. I think both offenses can get to both these starting pitchers and both these bullpens, and we go over the total of 9 in White Sox Twins. A's of St. Louis, Luis Severino versus Meatballs, Miles Michaelis. You know what you get every time from Severino. He's going to give up 2 or 3 runs, not put you in a terrible situation, but not set you up for an easy win either. I think that's going to be a better option here than Michaelis, who more than likely will be batting practice for an A's team that is top 8 in every single slugging category that there is. Cardinals bullpen in much better form than the A's at the moment, however, so let's take the bullpens out of it. Let's focus on the A's bats against Michaelis and take the A's first 5 innings on the money line. Yankees at Houston, Max Fried for New York, Framber Valdez for the Astros. Now, these are 2 aces, but I'm not in a hurry to back either one of them. Both have had rough games over their past 5 starts. I'm going to call this a push in the starting pitching department. The Yankees do have a more powerful lineup, and they're in better current form at the moment. I have them with the bullpen edge as well. Yankees bullpen has been good over the last week with an ERA of just 1.74 and a fatigue factor of just 4.3 out of 10. The play in this game is the Yankees on the money line. San Francisco at Colorado, Logan Webb going for the Giants, Kyle Freeland for the Rockies. You're not going to get a good price for the Giants here because of the pitching mismatch. And ordinarily, I wouldn't run to the window to back the Giants offense. But current form matters a ton, as you know, if you watch my videos in baseball. And the Giants, over their last 7 games, have the second best average in baseball, batting .313, and have scored the second most runs, believe it or not, with 54. Their bats are hot. They're also playing at Coors Field in this game. The play is the Giants over their team total. Baltimore at San Diego. Tyler Wells going for the Orioles. Yu Darvish for the Swinging Friars. Now, it's Wells' first game back from the IL, and he's not someone that you're in a hurry to back. Before he went on the injured list, he was in rough shape, and the Orioles lost every start that he pitched. Yu Darvish isn't someone you really want to back either. He's got an ERA of 5.66 so far on the season. But the Padres do hold a major bullpen advantage in this game. I have San Diego currently ranked 8th in my bullpen rankings and Baltimore 17th. The Padres hold the offensive edge here as well, and they're playing meaningful baseball. You're not going to find value with them on the money line, and we don't lay 1.5 runs with the home teams. The play here is the Padres on the alternate line of -1. In the last game we're looking at, Texas at Arizona. No official starter yet for the Rangers. It's a bullpen game for the Diamondbacks, and a bullpen that's bottom 5 in most meaningful bullpen metrics. We need to know more about what the Rangers will do for a starting pitcher, but even without the big bats that are injured, Seager's hurt and Simeon's hurt, they've been playing very well. They're playing meaningful ball. They're just 3 games out of a wild card spot, and they have the highest team average in Major League Baseball over the last 7 days at .319. Now, again, I need to know more about what the Rangers will do with their starting pitching, but I think the play in this game is going to be the Rangers on the money line. Let's have a day, and I'll see you tomorrow with a little more money in your pocket.